Hello, this is John, here to show you another tutorial in Moodle. In the last video we looked at the message feature within Moodle, but now we're going to go ahead and talk about the quick mail feature. We're going to go ahead and add a block called messages to our screen. This is done by turning editing on. You'll find the little green button for it at the top of the course page. After it loads, it should bring up a new block that says add a block. By using this drop-down menu, we can go ahead and scroll down until we see messages. Once we click messages, it should automatically add the block to our screen. In order to dock this item, we're going to go ahead and click on the top right-hand corner with the arrow pointing to the left. Once we click on that, it should automatically move the messages block into the docked area, and will require you to hover your mouse over it in order to make the messages block appear. This block will alert you about messages within Moodle, whether you're a student or a professor. The messages are also sent to email, so there are two different ways to communicate with students via email. Quick Mail is exclusively email, but it does track the messages you send over time. This way, you can send emails to your students without having to access your email and create a contact list for your class. In order to access the Quick Mail feature within Moodle, we want to go ahead and turn editing on. I already have mine on from last time, but if you have yet to turn yours on, you'll see a little green button near the top of the course page. Once the Add a Block comes up, you want to go ahead and click on the drop-down menu and scroll all the way down till you find Quick Mail. Once you find Quick Mail, go ahead and click on it. This will automatically add the Quick Mail block, and we can immediately go ahead and dock it to the left side of our screen by clicking on the little arrow at the top right-hand corner. Once we are done editing, we can go ahead and turn editing off. Now that we got the Quick Mail feature successfully added onto our course page, we can go ahead and look at some of the features it has to offer. Immediately, you're going to see some interesting features such as the view history or view drafts that will save some of your data over time from your use of the Quick Mail feature. There's also an area where you could edit your signatures. In order to create an email, we want to go ahead and select Compose New Email. From here, we can select the students that we want to add to the course. Unfortunately for my course, there's only one additional student, so he's the only one I can add to my selected recipients. If there were more students in the course, we have the option to add all of them at once as opposed to adding them individually. We could just go ahead and click the Add All button. If we want to remove all the students from this side, we can go ahead and click Remove All. But if you want to pick and choose the students you want to email, you can go ahead and highlight their name and move them about the way you would want to. Additionally, we can add attachments to this if we do so please. In order to add attachments to this, you can use the drag and drop field box by locating the file within your computer and simply dragging the item into the box. If this proves a little cumbersome for you, do not fret. We can always go ahead and add the file via a file picker. This can be located with the little piece of paper with the plus sign that's in the same box for attachments. If we click on that and then go to the very top where it says attachments and click browse, this will allow us to go through our computer and find the file to attach it to our email. The next box allows us to type our message for our email. You will want to include a subject line for the email and then in the next box you will actually type the entire email itself. You're more than welcome to go through and include a signature or select if you would like to receive a copy. If this is an email you would like to save for future use, you're more than welcome to save it as a draft, but if you are prepared to send it, you can go ahead and click Send Email. This will be sent to every student that you've highlighted at the top of the screen for select recipients.